It is time that Congress stood and delivered a strong health care reform bill that includes a public option. A public option is needed in healthcare reform because if it isn't there, the insurance companies have already stated that healthcare costs will rise in this country. So if the reason that we are reforming healthcare reform in part is to reduce costs, then a public healthcare option is not an option, it is a necessity. In the past, during the stimulus bill, the bailouts to AIG, the various banks that were too large to fail, we realized and witnessed the fact that the people in charge in those um, corporations did not learn from their mistakes. They are still rewarding bad behavior, previous bad behavior, with record bonuses that are going to cost the taxpayer millions and possibly billions of dollars. So, in order to not have the same behavior or the same results in healthcare reform, we need to be proactive and address the situation before giving them the healthcare insurance companies 25 to 45 or 40 million new customers. We've seen the same thing happen in the prescription drug program when there wasn't any competition, where it was like it cost the taxpayers too much. And since the taxpayer is ultimately going to be responsible for paying for healthcare reform, then the taxpayers should benefit by having a lower cost for healthcare. And this can only be accomplished if we pass a strong healthcare reform bill that includes a public option. And for those blue dog Democrats who um, refuse to or would not vote for this bill, just know that um, based on the last election, millions of us have realized that we are the change that we were waiting for. And that change will include holding you accountable by mounting primary challenges in your states. And for the Republicans, like my two senators in the state of Texas, who it's it's almost like how can they possibly vote against health care reform when Texas has the largest numbers of uninsured voters in the country? So if they're willing to take that chance just to defeat President Obama, to have this as his Waterloo, the voters must let our opinion be known. 61% of the American public support a health care reform bill that includes a public option. So we've already voiced our desire for health care reform when we elected President Obama, since health care reform was one of the largest agendas in his during his campaign, one of his promises. And we've stated it repeatedly during polling with 61%. So it's time to stand up and deliver healthcare reform that includes a public option, not a trigger. And if Snowe doesn't vote for it, so be it. You tried, President Obama tried to get a bipartisan bill. A bipartisan bill that includes one Republican vote is not really bipartisan. And you can't be bipartisan alone. It's time for Senator McCain to put his country first and to vote for and encourage the Republicans to help fix the situation, be a part of the solution and not a part of the problem by voting for health care reform that includes a public option. Thank you very much.